I'm Jean Bergot. I'm the president of Internews. Internews is an amazing organization. I think we have a really interesting sweet spot in this world where we're bringing together technology, information, and social progress. And where those three things come together, that's where we're working the most efficiently and effectively. We're really good at working in some of the hardest places in the world. We're really good at working in places like South Sudan or the tribal areas of Pakistan to bring information, really good content for people that just don't have access to anything like that, and it really changes their lives. We've been focusing increasingly on the importance of trust in our work all around the world, and I've often been asked, well, how do you do that? Like, what's possible to do to build that trust? And my only answer is every single day, deliver the quality, good information every single day. You have to repeat over and over again that you are a trusted source, that this is trusted content. And one slip, it makes it very, very difficult to maintain that trust. So it just makes it, for content producers now, it's a lot harder, but a lot more important for them to think about sort of the impact of that trust. We have dozens of examples of amazing new media outlets who have become trusted sources of information for their communities. I just came back from a trip to Ukraine. Internews has been working in Ukraine for a very long time, and we have lots of partners there, but a number of them are emerging as real heroes in the modern Ukraine. One is called Gramanska TV. It's an online news agency, multimedia news agency in Ukraine, and they gained trust by being the only media outlet in Ukraine to go out on the Maidan and report 24 hours a day, every day, with their cameras, exactly what was happening during the protest. No other news outlet was doing that, and they just got trust, just grew just like that, which is very difficult to do, but by that approach they managed to do it. So much so that they actually were funding a lot of their work through individual contributions from Ukrainians who that news was so important to them, that coverage was so important to them, they sent donations to help support this news outlet. That's a good example of trust. I'm a true believer in our mission, and I'm a true believer in the power of news and information to really make a profound difference in this world, to advance social progress, to advance economic development, to promote more healthy societies. But what I love about our work is it's not just that. I also think it's fun. I see joy. It brings joy to the communities in which we work. When we help communities build their very own community-owned, community-run radio stations in South Sudan, it brings joy. It's a miracle. They've never had anything like this in their lives, and they will both defend it if anything happens to it, but also it's a community gathering place. We saw this in the Philippines post Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. A very media savvy society, really online social media, the entire infrastructure gets destroyed. The easiest, most resilient media to bring in very, very quickly is radio. And this is a media that the communities hadn't been relying on for a really long time. Rediscovering radio there, setting up karaoke nights. Now, in addition to reporting on all the important humanitarian relief and rebuilding, what's going on, karaoke night on Fridays. Think about it, a community that's been completely destroyed, and the importance of having karaoke night is so real and so important for that community. So what I love about the work that Internews does is it advances all these important global issues, but we also bring joy, and that's what keeps me going.